shoulder. I saw her down in Thunder Punch. They took away Carolina's last time. They paid his dollars. So fast, it's leaving everyone behind.
That's not going to go up on the horizontal.
Sometimes when they do the bomber thing, they set up.
Coming right behind him, a B-25 Mitchell bomber, an airplane that's linked to the deck of the USS Hornet. The bomber man, only 5 months after. There goes the bombay cutting open on this airplane. Only 5 months after the attack on Pearl Harbor. Coming back around right now, looks like a C-45 transport. This particular airplane flown in the Dutch East Indies and escaped right before the Japanese overran that actual airplane. It's from the Commerative Air Force Wing, the Dixie Wing, based in Atlanta, Georgia. The next airplane coming right around, it looks like, let's check it out. My trifocals are not focusing as well as they should be. That's the C-45 right at the center. That is a very, very rare SPD dive bomber. That is the aircraft that won the Battle of Midway. The torpedo squadrons from the American fleet that went in low and slow and were decimated. Almost every one of the airplanes was shot down. But what it accomplished was that it pulled the Japanese fighters from high cover down low. And it was the SPDs who spotted the the Japanese fleet pushed over and dived from high altitude, and in less than 5 minutes, we had 4 of the aircraft carriers completely ablaze and sinking. The 5th one went down a little bit later. All of this information came to us from Ensign George Gay, who was a Piedmont Airline pilot after the war. Excuse me, an Eastern Airline pilot, get the wrong one, but Ensign George Gay was forever an ensign. He was the sole survivor of Torpedo Squadron 8. His airplane was shot down in the water. He literally hid under some wreckage. As he said, he hid under a seat cushion as the Japanese fleet rolled right over him. And he got a front row seat for those SPD dive bombers diving from altitude and dropping those bombs right into the decks of those aircraft carriers. The C-45, a liaison airplane. The Twin Peaks, an airplane that was drafted into service. And here comes that SPD once again. Check out the flaps on the trailing edge of the wings. They've got holes in them. That's to increase the drag when they dove over and did their dive bombing at about an 80-degree down angle. The rear gunner in the airplane was literally laying on his back. Here goes George Lancaster once again, our B-25, waiting for takeoff.